What do Stephen Curry, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, and Allen Iverson all have in common? They've all went off wearing arm sleeves. We've seen Stephen Curry go crazy with a full-length one, Ray Allen don one piece, and even Carmelo Anthony wear two. But how did this compression piece become such a staple not only in the NBA, but sports everywhere? Well, we have to start with how it all began, and that is with this answer, Allen Iverson. See what I did there? In 2001, Allen Iverson earned the MVP title, All-Star MVP, and became a household name. However, Iverson had a condition called bursitis, which caused swelling in his right elbow. Being a shooter, Iverson needed a solution, and thus, the shooter's sleeve was born. Lenny Currier, the trainer for the Philadelphia 76ers at the time, devised a makeshift sleeve by cutting a piece of compression stockinette and suggested that Iverson wear it over his elbow. The result was astonishing, as Iverson scored an impressive 51 points that night, averaging over 35 points per game for the remainder of the season. From then on, he never took off the sleeve. I wouldn't blame him. Iverson's outstanding performance led the Sixers to the NBA Finals that season, where they faced the Los Angeles Lakers led by Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. Unfortunately, the Philadelphia team lost to the Lakers. Nothing was stopping prime Shaq and Kobe. Allen Iverson's influence was so immense that his every action was emulated by fans and players alike. The popularity of the shooter's sleeve soared, and it became a widespread trend even among those without an actual injury. This trend became a fashion statement that Iverson pioneered. A few months later, a new company called Under Armour at the time approached Currier with a custom-made nylon sleeve designed specifically for Iverson. This version was longer and came in different colors to match the team's uniforms. Currier mentioned that the sleeves were hand-stitched by an elderly woman employed by Under Armour. Iverson was so pleased with the product that he even gave her an autographed jersey as a token of his appreciation. He had become a cultural icon, particularly in the realm of hip-hop, much like Julius Erving, a legendary figure for the Philadelphia 76ers known for his stylish fashion sense, was associated with jazz. Attend any street basketball game and you're likely to spot anyone wearing an arm sleeve, perhaps with a number 3 on their jersey or AI branded sneakers on their feet. Everyone wanted to cross over like Allen Iverson, and they wore an arm sleeve to be like him. Okay, Allen Iverson is great and all, but do arm sleeves actually boost an NBA player's performance? Apparently, wearing arm sleeves can ease pain in the elbow joints and soft tissues, prevent hyperextension in pull muscles, and protect arms from impacts. But the sleeve has evolved to have much more meaning than that. Over the course of 20 plus years, countless NBA players have worn these sleeves. Is this actually the secret piece to being great? In the 2023 season, Steph Curry wore a full arm sleeve for basically the entire year, averaging 29.4 points, 6.3 assists, and 6.1 rebounds while shooting a blistering 42.7% from 3. But how did Curry start wearing this full arm sleeve? Back in December of the year, Curry suffered a left shoulder injury while reaching in for a steal in a contest against the Pacers. After sitting out 11 games due to a shoulder injury, Stephen Curry made a striking change in his appearance when he returned to the court. Unlike his usual style, the two-time MVP decided to wear a complete shooting sleeve, extending from his shoulder all the way down to his wrist on his left arm. This was definitely a change.
Just wearing the sleeve and you got the tape. What is kind of, I guess, the purpose?
It gives you support and keeps it warm, and allows me to feel, as composed in terms of everything that I'm trying to do, strengthening my shoulder to keep it right, and the fact I don't want anything on my right arm is where I feel like the flow of the rhythm of being able to shoot the ball. That's something that I tried pretty much everything when I was going through my workouts coming back, and that was the one. It looks wild, but that was the one that felt the best in terms of giving my shoulder the right support and feel throughout the game.
If the greatest shooter in the history of the NBA is wearing an arm sleeve, I think a lot of people watching him will likely wear one too. I personally love the full arm sleeve on Curry. I think it's so clean, but I can't help but not think about this 3-time defensive center who took the trend to another level, or at least popularized it this way by wearing 2 arm sleeves at once. Dwight Howard. Can you believe this guy was not on the top 75 list? Howard was a 3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, an 8-time All-NBA center, including 4 first-team appearances, an 8-time All-Star, including several runs as the league's leading vote-getter. Despite their starting point guard being injured during the postseason, he managed to lead the Orlando Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. This achievement included defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers, led by LeBron James, along the way. The Magic emerged as a surprising force, surpassing expectations and making a memorable playoff run that year. During his prime years with the Orlando Magic from 2007 to 2012, Dwight Howard maintained an average of 20 points, 13.6 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks per game. His defensive prowess was remarkable, as evidenced by his accumulation of 47 defensive win shares and a plus 1.4 defensive box plus minus over his 8-year tenure with the Magic. Regarded as the most dominant defensive presence in the league during that time, his impact was so significant that he elevated the overall defensive performance of his team. All these haters just don't remember the force prime Dwight Howard was, and I'm not here for it. Honest question, do you think prime Dwight Howard is better than prime Anthony Davis? Let me know in the comments. Aside from the arm sleeve just looking cool and of course for injury reasons, can you believe there's another random reason players wear it? Any guesses? NBA players actually wear them to cover things. And that's what Carmelo Anthony actually did. When in New York, Melo wore 2 sleeves to cover up some pretty embarrassing tattoos he acquired while he was a Denver Nugget. On his left arm, he had random tattoos that included a bulldog with trading cards, a Warner Brothers logo, an InfoWars logo, the phrase jet fuel can't melt steel beams, just to name a few. On his right arm, he had a series of tattoos that are as follows: Denver Nuggets 2005 NBA champions, 2006 champions, which is obviously crossed out, all the way up to New York Knicks 2013 Eastern Conference semifinalists. Hopefully by now he's fixed his tattoos, but dang, I would have never thought. But does anyone remember 2015-16 LeBron James? I think this was the best version of our glorious king. I mean, the man came back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals. That year, LeBron averaged 25.3 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 6.8 assists in 76 games. He was selected to play in his 12th All-Star game. He won his 3rd Finals MVP award and his 3rd NBA championship. Not only was that the Cavaliers' first ever championship in franchise history, but it was also the first major professional sports title in Cleveland since 1964. You can only allude all this to his shooting sleeve. Nah, kid, but still, it makes you wonder.
That was the most unstoppable LeBron James that year. That was first year back in Cleveland.
I'm rolling with
That's
you.
LeBron.
That was first year?
Most unstoppable. Listen, there is. Listen. I'm telling y'all, I'm not even debating it. That LeBron was unstoppable. There's nothing.
Honorable mentions: Kobe Bryant, Ray Allen, Ben Simmons. Just kidding, I don't really think it really did anything for Ben Simmons, but it did look cool. Started by Allen Iverson and now worn by countless NBA players, the arm sleeve has become a staple in sports. Now not just worn by NBA players, but in football and baseball. It could also be simple psychology. Wearing a sleeve makes players feel protected and therefore likely to play more aggressively and take more risks. Do you think arm sleeves actually work? If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.